Okay, is that better? Sorry, I didn't check the sound. I'll wait and hear if that's okay. I'm not sure how my microphone got turned off, but it did. Okay, does everyone have sound now? Okay, good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, I know there's a delay there, so it takes a while. Richard said he's getting ready to lip read as I was scrolling back up. Okay, so let's see. Beverly was here. Lorraine, Deb, Danelle, Doris, who was working, got her earbuds in to listen. Awesome. Kathy Walcott, Pat, Kim, Helen, Dee Dee from Texas. And Dawn is here. Richard, Kathleen Kendall from Unity, Maine. Oh, she says it's a chilly day there in Unity, Maine. Now, she's quite south of me. It is 39 degrees Fahrenheit here, which is 4 degrees Celsius. It is overcast. We haven't had any moisture. I'm going to say moisture because they keep calling for snow flurries, but, I mean, it was kind of mixed in with the rain yesterday, but we haven't had anything on the ground yet, which is very odd for northern Maine to not have had snow yet. And Nancy is here from Oregon, and there is Vivian. Hopefully Vivian's feeling better this week. Richard says happy Thanksgiving to everyone, and there is Jill saying good morning. Richard said just the two of us at home, so no special cooking for us tomorrow. And Judy says hello, taking a break from vacuuming. Well, that's a good thing to do, Judy. And Laura is here. Jill says happy Thanksgiving. And Vivian is also wishing everyone a happy Thanksgiving. And Terry came in with her pretty pink gloves waving hello. And I read Kelly's Quilts and Cruises message. And we hope you had a great Thanksgiving too. New Brunswick is just over the border, so I usually remember those things, but I'm getting older. And Laura is taking a break from cleaning. Let's see. And then Katie Kraft says hello and happy almost Turkey Day. Pamela is here, and she says hello, and that it's dark and cold in England. She's making a quilt. All right. I think I have caught up to that. Fern is here. June. Charlotte is here. Pam. Oops, it's scrolling on me here. I'm trying to grab everyone so I don't miss anyone. Quiltanon, formerly C&M, says chilly in Central Oregon. Okay, so Pam, June, Kelly's going to take a walk later, get some Christmas shopping done. 5 Celsius, so just about the same temperature as here. Okay, so welcome to everyone, and this will be a quick one because for the first time ever, I am not doing Thanksgiving at our house this year. But we're still getting together with family, and everyone is bringing things. So I'm in charge of the rolls, which I need to make 3 pans of rolls. And I use the bread machine to knead the dough these days. So I have one already baked. I have 1 pan rising, and I have 1 batch of dough in the bread maker right now. And I tried to time everything perfectly, and I'll tell you, I just slid into the sewing room in the nick of time. And then I am making brown sugar meatballs because there isn't anyone in our family who doesn't love it, whether I make the meatloaf or the meatballs. I make them into meatballs when it's like a family get-together because it's easier, stick a bunch of toothpicks in there and everyone can grab them. So I need to do a double batch of those, but those are for tomorrow. I'm making that. Today I still have to make my chocolate cream pie. I made pumpkin bread yesterday, and I generally try to do it 2 to 3 days before because the longer it sets, the more flavorful and moist it becomes. Well, I mean to a point. You don't want it 5 days out, but you know what I'm saying. And cranberry bread, I have to make that. And I thought about making some deviled eggs just to surprise everyone. And no, they won't know. They're not watching. So that's our contribution to the Thanksgiving dinner. All right, let me catch up on the chat. Let's see. Valerie's here. Good afternoon, Valerie. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Barb says, I'm here. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I'm thankful for all of you. And yes, I am thankful for all of you as well. You guys are the best group of people. I agree. And Terry is having lunch. We'll have to let her. We'll be really good, Terry. We will not interrupt your lunch. Danelle, I haven't forgotten. I just need to go find your email because remember about the sticker and I was teasing you a few weeks ago. I haven't forgotten. It's just one of those things that keeps slipping my mind, but I will go find your email and message you. Richard says, if I had a YouTube channel, I would have to call it My Messy Addiction. I have a very messy craft room. Well, I do too. I didn't even clean my table off this morning, you guys. So, without naming names, I was chatting this morning with a friend and she's getting ready for a craft fair. So, I just said, oh, I'd forgotten about the craft fair. I bet you're busy sewing, busy bumblebee. And she said, yes. And I said, well, I'll picture you being busy, and then I was going to get back to making rolls. And she said, just don't picture my messy sewing room. And I said, okay, I will picture all your rulers neatly lined up. There's no fabric or there's no thread all over the floor. The fabric's all neatly folded. And she replied with, ha, ha, ha. We all have a messy sewing room. It just happens. It is what it is. So my messy addiction is right. Hi, Carrie. Carrie says, hello, everyone. Is this your first time in the chat, Carrie? If it is, you get the happy dance. And let's see. Fern says, I wish I didn't have to cook. Oops, it's scrolling on me again. Not feeling it this year. I'm sorry, Fern. Well, it was hard for me because usually I do everything. Well, last year I had the girls bring one brought pies and one brought 2 or 3 dishes, and that's all helpful. But we had 8 kids. I was always used to these huge meals, but we're not at the house anymore. We're in an apartment, and the kitchen dining room is one area, and it's not very large. And when you get a bunch of people in this apartment, you can't move, So it takes the stress off me as far as cooking everything, as well as cleaning up. And Doris says, first time for me as well. My son is dragging me and my dogs to his house for the weekend. Well, Doris, with all that you've been through, I bet that that's probably the best thing. It might not feel like it right now, but I bet that's probably the best. And Danelle says, yeah, I'm trying to figure out when I'll be able to sneak into my sewing room, at least for an hour tomorrow. I'll never make it in there. Georgina says, hello from sunny Ontario, Canada. Laura says it's the first time in 34 years they're not hosting Thanksgiving. See, I'm in the same boat. We host every holiday, so it's kind of different. Our daughter is hosting because hubby had a total shoulder replacement surgery on Monday. Well, that's rough, Laura, and I hope he's feeling better. I'm sure this first week is the roughest part of that, but yes. Thank you, Kathleen, for reminding everyone to give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it when you guys do that. And Kelly says her family takes turns. Okay, I got to quit reading. I'll read every post or every comment, which I will go back and read, but because I have so much going on today, and I'm sure a lot of you do, I can't read all the comments. And Vivian's worried about whether or not she can make an easy pumpkin dessert. I bet you can. I hope you're feeling better this week, Vivian. I have to move piles from the crafting table to the bed, The struggle's real. It is for sure. Carrie said hello from southern Ontario. Sun is shining bright. Let's see. Oh, I've missed a few. So Kelly had said her family takes turns, and I think that's a great idea. Oh, Mary's not at work. She pulled her back out. I was going to tease you about not being at work, but I won't do that. And June says happy Thanksgiving. Carrie said she was here before, but I don't know whether you got the happy dance. So there's the quick version of it. Good morning, Eleanor. And Terry rearranged her sewing corner. Here again, I'm reading everyone's posts because I love to read them. But anyway, all right. So thank you to my mods. They know who they are. They are great, whether it's here or over on the Facebook group, which I realize I have not been on. I barely pop in there. But I think once winter gets here and things are more settled in, I definitely will be on there more. Thank you also to Kimberly from MyFabricAddiction for sponsoring our weekly fabric giveaway. That is always awesome. Bye, Kelly. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We love having you drop in. Hi, Quilting in the Country. Lori is here. Richard says he loves the smell of bread baking. Well, my house would smell really good because I just, like I said, took some out of the oven and put some in. Terry said Marie has bread on the mind, but let's have her dance anyway. Jill's making Christmas pillowcases today. Kathleen has to leave. Bye, Kathleen. Thank you for dropping in. All right. So, Kimberly does a fabric giveaway to a winner every week who is in the U.S. So we're going to do our drawings for our postcard and for our fabric. I just want to say that for the second month in a row, sadly, I did not hear from the winner of the Creative Word of the Day monthly contest, and I did not hear from last week's postcard winner. So in the past 3 or 4 videos, we've had 4 winners who didn't come forward. So I give everyone a week, and this isn't a lecture, this is just an observation. I always go to the winning comments and let you guys know, so please check your notifications. You don't want to lose out. I always feel guilty when people don't win, but I know 2 months in a row, the Creative Word of the Day, I save them up from video to video, and then I do a drawing the first Wednesday of every month. Barb asked, did I celebrate my 20,000 followers? I haven't yet, Barb, only because I've had so much going on in my personal life and, just health things, personal things, family things going on. I am going to do it, but looking at it right now, I think what we're going to do is we'll do a live stream celebration, and it's probably going to be after Christmas because I have too much between now and then to do, so unfortunately I haven't. Take care, Danelle. Okay, so I really haven't done a whole lot in the sewing room this week. I did get some of these made. Some of the little, they hold 2 cards, like 2 debit cards or gift cards. So I got, yeah, these are done in that Pioneer Woman fabric that I had. I had a fat quarter of this. So I made those. And then we've got some kitty cats. And there's something about that fabric. I just love this fabric, and I don't have much of it left, and I'm not even sure why I love it, but I do. And then I have 3 of this black. I had to go with different colors on the snaps because I'm still running on my original snaps that I bought. It's just I'm getting really low on colors. And then I cut out some of these. These are from my tutorial. It was just a real easy coin purse. So I have 4 with the blueberry fabrics. I didn't applique anything on the front of these. I'm going to make some more in different fabrics, but that's what I cut out. And that, my friends, is all I did this week for that. I did order more of the snaps. They had them on a Black Friday special on Amazon, and actually they were in less than 48 hours after I ordered them, which is very odd. Mary, hey from Virginia, love those little bags. Well, thank you. And I apologize, I can't read everyone's comments right now. Nancy's working on greeting cards. That's awesome. Laura says, I love Kimberly's shop. I bought a couple of her pre-cut kits to make Christmas sewing faster. I love, love, love them. That is awesome. Thank you, Laura. Hi, Lorraine Young says hi to June. And let's see, I gotta scroll along here. Richard says, those are very nice card holders. I got 3 yards of that Pioneer Woman fabric at Walmart on sale, 3 yards for $4. That is a deal for sure. Absolutely. Terry says, there's so many snaps in that kit. I have them too. Well, I do, and I have, this is my original one. Now, I'm not saying I still don't have snaps, because I do. But it seems like the colors I need the most, I do not have. And I have a few more in the original thing. But that one did come with the kit, you know, the little plier things and stuff, which I didn't need, but I got a really good price buying the whole thing. So, yeah. Hi, Patricia. Patricia says howdy. Okay. So we're going to get to our drawings because, like I said, I have dough waiting downstairs and all that. Not that I don't like to chat with you guys and visit, but as I said to my husband, it's going to be a short chat because I'm busy, and I know a lot of you are busy too, but I didn't want to cancel because I just love to get together with you guys. And I know I enjoy it. So, let's see. We're going to do some winners. We're going, oh, Julie says, enjoy your Thanksgiving, everyone. Well, same to you. And Terry says, me too, my original kit, right? I know they last forever. All right, so we're going to draw for the fabric winner. So as long as the person hasn't won anything from my channel in the last 90 days, they're eligible to win. If you wonder how to win, you just have to use the word fabric in the comments, not here in the live stream, but in the comments after the video. But you have to live in the US. That's the only stipulation because of mailing costs. And then we draw for what's called a comment of the week, where I just draw a random comment. You can live anywhere in the world and you win a fabric postcard that I make and send to you. And the only stipulation there again is that you haven't won anything in the last 90 days. All right, so I have the screen up here. Let's see. We're going to go for the fabric winner first. Usually we do the postcard winner first. So it's scrolling. Drum roll. I can already see the winner. I just have to scroll back because I'm nosy. Okay. I have to turn the screen brightness down in hopes that you guys can see it. But the YouTube user is Patricia. It's either Patriciatreece or Patriciatreece. Whoops. I'll try to scroll in on that name. Who wrote, this is the first time I've caught your replay. I too was at the doctor's appointment today. I get how crazy life can be. I've been quilting for over 50 years. Got the bug from my grandmother when I was living with her at 5 to 9 years old. She had a women's group that met at her house where the quilt frame hung from the ceiling in the living room. All the chairs from the whole house would be brought and put around the quilt frame, and the ladies would all sit around visiting, probably gossiping. They would have lunch and go back to their quilting for a while longer, and I played, she said she played under, I'll keep it short, played under the quilting frame, and those are great memories. So thank you so much, Patricia, and congratulations. You won the weekly prize. I will screenshot you from MyFabricAddiction 1. So you will need to email me at mariescrappycreations@yahoo.com, and you will send me all your information and I will forward it along to Kimberly, who will get your prize right out to you. So congratulations to Patriciatreece or Patriciatreece. I'm not sure which. All right, so are we ready for our postcard winner? That's my little drum roll. That's the best you guys get. I'm not musically inclined. All right. This winner says, missed the live today, was on granny duties. Found a new fabric shop near my daughter's house. Yay! And that is Lynn Bilas. Whoops. So congratulations to Lynn Bilas. You win the postcard of the week. And I will go to both of those winning comments from last week's video, and I will let you girls know to please email me all your information that I would need to make sure you get your prizes. Yes, Lori says, great story, wonderful memories. It certainly is. You know, I've said it before, and it is a good memory for me. I can remember being at my great-grandmother's. I was 7 years old, and I would sit on the floor so that I could watch her pump the treadle. I was just amazed with that. And she made crazy quilts. Not in the same way that I do a crazy block. She had her own way of doing it. And people would give her, like, let's say it was my uncle's shirt that whatever, you know, people gave her clothing that she would use to make these quilts. So the first thing she did was go through and make sure there were no rips or tears or thin. It couldn't be any of those things. And then it would all go into the bag. And I would sit there with the paper bag, and I always wanted to hand her the next piece of fabric. But she glanced down, and I can distinctly remember looking up and her saying, don't try to pick the next piece. You can't match them. It doesn't work that way. As long as it's not the same color, just hand it to Grammy. And you know, she was right. If you get too picky and choosy about putting your scraps together, you'll drive yourself crazy. So I kind of use that rule. If it's not the same fabric and it's not the same color, it goes next. You know, I mean, sure, you can sit there and plan something and have it look scrappy. But true scrapping, where you just need to keep feeding that under that presser foot and keep going, that's what she did, and I've just never forgotten that. I mean, and that was over 50 years ago now, telling my age. So, all right, well, to anyone celebrating Thanksgiving tomorrow, I want to wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. I know that a lot of you have had some trials lately, whether it be health or family things. So I just want to say, you know, let's just get through this as best we can. I'm rooting for you, and I know everyone else is too. Oops, what did I miss? Something about Tupperware back here. I remember sitting around at Tupperware and plastic parties. Those were the days. Tupperware used to be made in Rhode Island in the town that I live in. Well, there you go. I can remember those Tupperware parties too, because I remember my mother taking me with her to one that she went to, and I bet, looking back, there must have been 40 ladies there, which I never had one that successful in my whole life, and I used to sell it. Laura said that her grandmother taught her to sew on the treadle machine, and she inherited that machine when she passed. And I can still hear her say, don't run your fingers through. Yeah. One of our granddaughters, when she comes, she'll get down there and she'll take her hands and she'll pump it, and then she'll try to play. And I'm like, duh, you're gonna get your finger caught in there, because I said, Mimi's done it before, and ouch, doesn't that hurt? All right, everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with me and with everyone else today. Don't forget to tickle that like button. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I appreciate you taking the time, whether you put aside your vacuuming, your sewing, whatever you did to be here. I appreciate you and your time, and I want you to take care. Oh my goodness, Terry still has some of her mom's Tupperware. It's survived many decades. The oldest piece of Tupperware I have is a colander from 1985. Michelle the Quilter, thank you. All right, thank you, Terry. Thank you, everyone. And I'll see you next time right here at Marie's Scrappy Creations. You take care, and remember, be kind out there. The world needs more of that.